Shout out to Molten.
Shout out to Molten as well. Had a good run.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good afternoon, everybody. How are we doing? How are we doing? It's Sunday afternoon. I've done my shopping. I had lunch, and now I'm ready for a couple of hours of World of Warcraft. So it's an interesting time at the moment because we got pre-patch going live on Wednesday, I believe, for Europe. Tuesday for America, definitely. And so, for those of you that don't know, I am sure that if you're watching a Twitch stream on World of Warcraft, you actually understand World of Warcraft. But basically, the way that it goes is that the new mechanics of the next expansion will go live. What doesn't go live is the content. So, it's known as pre-patch, although in essence what happens is all the servers, from a code perspective, all the servers get updated with everything Shadowlands. All the changes that come with Shadowlands are basically in the game. It's just that the Shadowlands content is kind of, if you like, in the code locked off. So a lot changes when you come to pre-patch. Pre-patch is probably a bigger deal than the actual expansion. And so it's that weird time now where you've got a few days before everything goes, the pre-patch goes live and everything changes. And yeah, a lot of streamers are kind of playing other games or drastically trying to do content that is going to get removed from the game as part of the pre-patch. I was quite lucky in that if you watched yesterday, you weren't watching yesterday. Why weren't you watching? Basically, I was working towards trying to get the Brawlers Guild mount, which is this one. It's Bruce, and I as obviously, as you can see, I managed to do it. So I was really pleased. That was kind of the one piece of content that I was sort of determined to get done. There is some raid content I'd like to get done, but I'm not sure if I can. If I understand it correctly, I have until the expansion goes live, which we still don't have a date for. I don't have to do it by pre-patch. This I had to do by pre-patch. So I got that done yesterday on stream, which was great. I really like this. I'm really pleased with myself because the other mount I really wanted to get, and I just completely fucked up getting it, was the Brontosaur, which has an auction house on the back, and it's 5 million gold, in-game gold, which is ridiculous amount of in-game money. And I could have done it if I just... It's one of those things, like, everything is easy if you tackle it bit by bit. And I didn't tackle it bit by bit. I mean, this is a game. I really enjoy playing it. It's my go-to game. But I, like a lot of things, I drop in and out of it. And so, when BFA came out, I did, like, I leveled my main character. Didn't really do much after that. And, you know, when I sort of started, I would still log on and dabble, but I'd dabble with old content. Wasn't really about progressing my character. And so it wasn't really until this year that I started to do the war campaign, level up alts, and then tried to start making money, and it became a bit of a grind. These games are supposed to be fun. So, as I say, it was a little bit of a disappointment that I haven't managed to get the Brontosaur. I did make a lot of gold. If I'd carried on, if I'd started when the expansion... when the expansion started, I'd been a little bit more organised. And then, even if I dipped in and out a little bit, I probably would have been able to do it. But I didn't. And so, I'm a little bit gutted about that. It's supposed to be turning up on the black market auction house at some point. Yeah, so I will have to get it then when it will probably be 20 million instead of 5 million. So the plan is that for Shadowlands, what I am doing is, don't know if you can see it, I have gone back to Warlords of Draenor. Now, I've done this quite a bit, actually. I've used this as kind of a place to base a lot of my characters. So, this is going to be my base of operations for the next expansion. Going back to old content. The reason being is there are a lot of mechanics in Warlords of Draenor that if you just keep ticking over... There's some debate whether they make you a lot of gold or a little bit of gold. There's a lot of changes coming in, and some of them will... some of them will allegedly make you lots of gold. Then they get nerfed and they're not going to make you so much gold. But it does make you some gold. And so, for the last month, I would say, what I've been working on is my max level characters. What I have done is I have made sure that they've all got the garrison. Because you don't unlock it, you have to do some questing in Draenor to get it done. Leveled it up. I have made sure that they have got their... they've got the herb garden. They've got the mine over here. They've got profession buildings, storage, so they can access like their various guild banks that they've got. And the one that everybody was going all crazy about is the barn. Now, the reason everybody was going crazy about the barn is that because of the way that the new they're changing the leveling, if you don't know. So basically, what's going to happen is that you can make, if you're a crafter, you can make old content to the new max level. And it uses something called Relics of the Past. And crafters were very excited about this. This is kind of like transmog on steroids. I think a lot of people probably got a little bit overexcited about it, because I think it will probably end up a bit like transmog. Where it will come into its own, I think, is when you craft something, you know, the fact that you've got night vision goggles and you can do them at the new max item level is great. But to be quite honest, the type of person that will buy that is the type of person who's buying them for transmog reasons. Where they won't is, as you can possibly see, like for example these, have an ability that allows you to look far into the distance. Now I could see some raid team saying, actually, if we had a pair of those goggles, that would help with a raid boss. And I'm not saying looking far into the future, but it might be a 10% haste buff, or I don't know, some sort of buff. So I do believe that, one, it's a little bit, it's going to be selective. So everybody was going, right, okay, to make these relics of the past that you need to kind of up the eye level of your equipment, you need to collect old world mats. And one of the easiest old world mats to kind of farm is Sumptuous Fur, which you basically use with the barn. So everybody was going crazy with the barn, and now you need to kind of you need the, you know, the fur to make the 5th level relics of the past, but you also need to buy like another reagent, and that costs a lot of money, and maybe this won't be as good as everybody thought. But that said, what I like about the garrisons is that it's, I wouldn't say it's passive income, but it is fairly easy. So the thing that I'm doing at the moment is I am going through my kind of garrisons. I've got it on a lot of characters, and I'm just gathering resources. And they may prove useful, they may not. But I don't think that there is going to be any doubt. I don't think it's going to be a bad thing having these extra resources, because at worst come to worst, I just vendor them off. You know, I didn't have to pay anything for all this, you know. So, for example, I've just collected 53 frostweed. Frostweed gets used by my alchemist to make alchemic catalysts, which can be used to transmute sorcerous air into sorcerous earth, which is used as part of making bags alongside the Sumptuous Fur. So all these, it gets quite complicated, but if you get yourself like a little, what you'll see me do here is I'll do a run, gather a load of resources, then mail them to all the different characters, and the idea is that those characters then have all the resources they need to, for example, just churn out bags, you know, because they're still going to sell, or make gliders because they're supposed to be, you know, potentially for, you know, for people will be interested in those. So that's what I'm doing. So literally, I've just done my first character. I've done the herb run. I'm doing the mine. Now, I doubt whether this even sells for 1 gold. It's selling for 1 gold at the moment. But, you know, you have 50 of them. It's 50 gold, potentially. And if other people are looking at doing these various... I wouldn't say they're much... They're more profession shuffles than kind of a vendor shuffle. They're interested in possibly buying these up. So, even if I don't use them myself... As I say, it's all passive. In you know, other than like a 5-minute run. I think I timed it yesterday, and it took me 7 minutes to do it. So, obviously that mounts up when you do multiple characters. But you know what? We'll see. We'll know on Wednesday whether how pleased I'm going to be at having done this. The other thing I am also considering is that I don't know. I like to solo a lot of old content. I made 1 million gold. Yeah, it would be 1 million gold from just running old Draenor raids. And I mean, you know, if you've got a load of 120s, you take them through those raids. They can solo them, and basically, is there anything here? There's another one there. They can solo those raids, and then what you literally do is, rather than worry about transmog or anything like that, you just vendor everything. You pick up everything and you vendor the whole damn lot. And if you do that across like 8 or 9 characters, and you do all the Draenor raids and you do them on different difficulties, I've done 250,000 in a week. And don't get me wrong, it gets a little bit repetitive. So it's maybe not something that you'd want to do every week. But, you know, if I had done that... How many times? 20 times. If I've done that sort of like once every 4 weeks, last expansion, that alone would have paid for my Longboy. So, there we go. It just goes to show that I could have done it if I think. Which is part of the reason why I want to kind of be better prepared for this expansion. So, at the moment, as I say, just gathering resources, stockpiling them up. And then the next stage will be come Wednesday. The plan is that I am going to take all my low-level characters and level them all up. Oh, Brawler's Pass, what's that? Oh, okay. I don't know if it's a... I didn't realise, because I got to level 6, I have gained access to the Brawlers Guild for all your characters on your account. I don't know whether it's worth running that, or whether... It's got a slow sell rate. I don't know. Anyway, right, so what I'm doing now is I've gathered my materials. So I'm now going to send to the ones that need it. So, that's the only herbs I've got. Anybody spot any extra herbs? No. I don't see any. Okay. And then I'm keeping the true iron for myself. And then sending that. So that will go to... I'm going to regret... Well, it's too late. Nobody's going to open these now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this because Even though it's 3 days late and nobody's... You're already a member. Okay. Send to Harbinger. See if he can open it. I reckon he would be pretty good. That would be a really good thing to sell if I had you know, it was early in the expansion, but with 2 days to go, I don't think anybody's going to want it. So, right, so, done one character. Log out. Next character. The other thing I'm wondering is whether there's any mounts I want to try. Because where they're going to do the level squish, I don't know how easy some stuff is now. Old content is now going to be, whether it's going to be harder. This is my alchemist. Again, we're doing the same process again, just gathering up everything. It does, as I say, it gets a bit repetitive, but so you'll notice you get like Draenic seeds from this. What we then do is we get those, they'll make the next batch of herbs there, so you get extra herbs there. So it's all, as I say, if you get, it's something you could sort of do while you've got like Netflix on in the background. I need, have I not gone on a pick? It's gonna be slow. No pick. One of the things I really want to do with these streams is use them to kind of get myself a little bit organised. Because, as I say, like today I've come on and I'm like, okay, I want to play Warcraft. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do. As I say, the plan is, I know what the plan is from Wednesday. Wednesday, it is going to be full out levelling of characters. And because of the level squish, hoping it's going to be fairly quick. So the idea is that by the time we get to the expansion actually being released, then I should have a whole bank of level 120s. And I'm going to try and simultaneously, or in the broadest sense of the word, rather than what I normally do is play my main, don't bother with professions, then bother with their profession, then maybe level up some alts and start on, you know, trying to mass level their professions. What I'm going to do is basically not so much take it slow and steady, but I'm going to level up a whole bunch of profession-based characters once Shadowlands launches, and you know, kind of, I'm not going to get them up to max level straight away, but what I would like to do is like have all my professions, don't know what the new max is, but if it's like 100, to have them up to like the 50-60 mark by sort of Christmas. So what I want to try and do is I'm trying to be self-sufficient so that I don't have to buy materials off the auction house. So basically, as my character levels, you know, like this one's a herbalist, they have a bunch of herbs, they can supply herbs to, you know, other characters who may need some. They're predominantly going to be using their own supply, but, you know, because I do try and marry things up. So if I have an alchemist or a somebody with inscription, they'll have herbalism with them. So yeah, my engineer has mining, but the thing is that, you know, there may be other things that they gather, you know, like the you get your sorcerer's fire and things like this. They sometimes, you know, you can share those across characters. I don't know enough about the kind of professions in Shadowlands to warrant kind of coming up with a major plan yet. That's a choice I've made because I personally I had access to beta ages ago, but I've got no more things. That's annoying. I didn't want to spoil the story. I want to kind of enjoy it, and I'm going to enjoy it on stream. So, right, what are we going to send? Right, so send. So let's say Ribeye can have that. Then we description is going to take that. Blacksmith. Oh, fudging hell. There we go. Is going to take that. Engineer. He'll take that. There we go. See, what I've just done there is because I keep sending myself the frost weed that's needed for making these. I can't even pronounce it now. These alchemical catalysts, which apparently could be making a bit of profit in the next expansion or post pre-patch. I just literally dip in there and go, oh, I need some. Boom, there we go. What I quite like about the garrison is everything's fairly close together. So yeah. So there we go. That's another character done. And as you can see, it's fairly it's complicated and simple at the same time. So now this I'm really starting to love Demon Hunter. I tend to order my characters in terms of what I consider my main. So my main is a Death Knight. My secondary character is Warlock, Affliction. Love the Affliction Warlock. Yeah, I mean, they've been with me since vanilla. And then it used to be my third character was, well, it's been a number of things. It was my priest at one stage. That was from Burning Crusade. Each expansion I seem to have like a new main. Or a new main secondary character. Probably doesn't make any sense, but I tend to have one I like to play a lot. And this one I found a lot of fun. Now, it's partly because I cheat. And this is how I cheat. I use a add-on called GSE, Gnome Sequence Editor. There we go, Gnome Sequence Editor. And basically, it's one button rotations. And I refuse to have it like on my main, because I like to actually play that. But on my kind of secondary characters, where I haven't got the time to really put in the time to learn the class, I instead just kind of for my alts, I kind of have it on there. So then if they have to go out, because what I would find is, like, for example, my druid, don't know how to do druid, and what would happen is that I would go out on my druid, get attacked, and then die because I didn't know what the hell I was doing. So I got this mount this week, and this character got it. So where you can't have flying in Shadowlands, that's going to be their mount for the expansion. I do this thing with each character has kind of, if you like, their own set mount. Kind of gives them a little bit of character identity. But I love playing the Demon Hunter is one that I might actually start to learn how to actually play, because it really is a lot of fun. A little bit overpowered as well, which is never a bad thing. Might use this as my DPS. So my DK, I kind of have a weird spec with that, where I've spec'd them when I first started them back in Wrath of the Lich King. They were Affliction? Unholy. They're Unholy for like ages. I think I maybe have tried Frost in the last patch of in sort of Ice Crown. I may have had them as Frost there, but they were mainly Unholy. And then I definitely tanked during Cataclysm, but I think it must have been, yeah, during my sort of raid guild kind of fell apart during, when was it? WoD, end of Pandaria, beginning of WoD, and so I had to do things for myself. So I basically changed them to Blood DK. Haven't looked back since. Can tank if I need to, but that means dealing with people on the over the internet, and I can't be dealing with that. Too much pressure to tank something with people you don't know. So yeah, instead I kind of I kind of have a survival build for them. Just so that they can kind of go and solo, you know, solo 3-man content. So when you get those quests that say, oh, this needs 3 people, I'm like, yeah, maybe 3 other people, but not my DK. So I tend to like the tankier classes, I think. Where are you? Have I got stuff to give you? Yes. Excellent. Trap Superstar. What's that for? Place 500 work orders in the barn by trapping. Cool. That's good. So. I do like, as I say, it's a lot of fun. Oh, right, I was going to, that Brawler's Pass, I was going to see if they could open it. Right, I am going to need to do some mailbox work in the next couple of days. So, right, I am going to send Ribeye. I have 2 tailors. So I try and split them up. Right, Alchemist is getting everything else. Blacksmith. And engineer. This one is a leatherworker Skinner, so they don't tend to get a lot sent to them. Right, let's see if I can use that scroll. Where has it gone? It's in my inventory somewhere. No, that's a pilgrimage scroll. I so need to have a clear out. Ah, here we go. Oh, it seems to have already worked. So there's 2 on the auction house. What's the region market value? You know, if I might put that up at like 3,000 or something. This is where I go wrong, because I should go and do that. But what do I do instead? I just like, oh, gather the resources. There we go. Excellent. Banish leather. Who's taking it? I'm also, because I'm still leveling up. Let's make oh 5 now. I can learn. Riding horse. What does that mean? Ooh, a mount. Ooh, interesting. Right, wasn't there? I thought there was something there. Okay, I thought there was more. Right, okay, I'm gonna have to. I need to for leveling up. I'm not worrying. There was something where, in Draenor you could make something and then level it up a couple of times, like the eye level, and that gave you different appearances, and that's going away with pre-patch. But I have to be honest. They've said it's going to come back, and I can't be asked with following that up. So what I'm going to do, what I want to do is get the level up ready. So let's learn 5 recipes. So let's just go for the ones that I don't have. That one. That one. That one. That one. That one. This is one of my longer term projects, is that I want to get like all my... I've kind of assigned crafters and dabbled with them in the past. So like if you look at my leatherworker, Zandalari, I did a little bit, 76, Legion 78, Draenor 32, no Pandaria, 1 on Cataclysm. But I spent some time trying to level them up a little bit as like a little side project. So I did vanilla, took them back and did vanilla, and that took a lot longer than I thought it would. But yeah, I got them up to 300. So the idea is that I want to do that with all the professions across all my characters. You know, it's not going to be done overnight, but it would just be handy just to have them all at max level, so that if something does come along, you know, there is something that some old world pattern that's really good, I don't have to spend time hunting around for it. One, I've probably already got the materials because I'm stockpiling them, and also that you know, I've got probably got the mats already there. What makes the mo? The Fury 5. Oh, that needs 100. It's just... So let's make 24. Let's get up to 100. Oh, okay. I'm looking at Draenor, Vandalari there. That's Draenor. It's only on 40. Let's just keep going until it goes. Let's see, at what point does it go green? Onto yellow. Gone. I think so. Right, stop that then. Where are we at then? I'm at 55 now. There we go. I've made some progress. Little bit of progress. But then that's kind of my plan for all of them. Especially, you know, sort of when I go into the next expansion. Go up, you know, maybe have some materials, go up 5 levels. That's good. I don't know whether these are any good. I need to start selling things. That's going to be tomorrow's stream. Tomorrow's stream is going to be selling shit. Adventures with the Auction House is probably a politer way of putting it. Right, so I think we've done everything on this character. Oh, no, we have not, actually. I forgot about one thing. Which may mean that we actually have to leave the garrison and actually do some things. And this is a shipyard. I think the shipyard is actually important. So I'm trying to level it up. I'm trying to get to level 3 shipyard. And the reason being for that is you get a table inside your garrison so you don't have to keep moving. But the other reason I think that the shipyard is useful is because it's a good way to get hold of some of the crafting reagents like the Sorcerer's Air, Sorcerer's Earth, things like that. Now you need Sorcerer's Earth to make bags. So it's very easy to run out. Now you get some from the alchemist kind of work orders. They kind of drop as extras, but it's not very many. However, there's a lot of shipyard quests that give you like sorcerer's air, which your alchemist can then transmute using that and the frostweed, I believe it is. No, it's the alchemic catalysts, which I showed you earlier. You can transmute them into earth, which you then send to your tailor. And so basically, if you think about it, having this on this character, send it to my alchemist, who, because they've had all that frostweed, they've got the alchemic catalysts, use it with this to create earth, then send it on to my tailor so they can make bags. And it sounds like really complicated process, but you've seen, like, when I go to the mailbox, it's like that goes to that character, that goes to that character, that goes to that character, boom, 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 boom. So it doesn't actually become that hard, because suddenly it's like, oh, okay, I need to make some sorcerer's earth. Oh, well, I need stuff to use. Oh, I've got a load of it sitting in my mailbox from other characters. So I'm on stage 2 of the of the shipyard at the moment, and I've got to get up to 25 treasure quests, I believe. Oh, can I do that one? No. I hate that I have to do this. Right, have they still got... They've still got a little bit. So next time, we may have to go and get some more oil. Again, once you start getting into the cycle of things, this makes enough oil to run it themselves. But you have to go to Tanaan to kind of get some extra bits, extra oil. Doesn't take very long at level 120. Might go back and do it in a bit, but I also want to do it on my main, because I noticed my main is like 2,000 apex crystals away from getting the mount. And after everything that's happened with me not getting the Brutosaur, then I'm a little bit focused on that. See, here we go. Here's the thing. I actually have the shipyard inside my garrison, which makes it a little bit easier. So, this is one of my tailors. So first of all, they're gonna go right. Boom. Collect. As I say, the content is going to get a little bit more exciting as time goes on. The plan is really, the reason I want to stream now is, I'm not used to streaming. I'm fairly new to it. And I don't really, it sounds terrible. I don't really care that there are like hardly anybody watching. I want to use this as a way to practice speaking. I want to do some YouTube videos, so at the moment you can hear that I'm kind of pausing, umming, and I don't think I'm umming and ahhing as much as I used to, but I want to get a little bit smoother at it. I plan to be doing a range of content. There's going to be some World of Warcraft, obviously a lot of World of Warcraft because I enjoy playing it. But I'm also going to, if any of you love kind of world building and fantasy and things like that, I do. I write fantasy novels, and so what I want to do is do a little bit of stuff on writing advice, tricks and tips, things like that. So I want to do a few YouTube videos. I've got a few challenges to get done, complete before I can do that. What am I looking for? Garrison stuff. Here we go. 2 of those. And are they soulbound? Yeah, they are. So yeah, so the plan is we have NaNoWriMo coming up next month. I want to give a few tips on NaNoWriMo, and I want to do some videos, but I'm a little bit rusty on those sorts of things, like presenting. So, right, I need to practice my speaking. How can I do that? I know, I will Twitch stream some World of Warcraft. So, and I've told myself my initial aim is to do 2 hours, because it is quite taxing. And it's like everything, you just sort of build it up. So I'm going to be doing 2 hours most days, and then either increase it, and you'll also, I may even do some YouTube videos for World of Warcraft, who knows. My biggest challenges at the moment for doing that though is that my latest computer, which I got last year, I have no CD drive on it, and the software I need for video editing is on disk. I'm sure there's easy ways to do it, but it kind of involves... I thought I had a portable drive somewhere, or networking the drive up. All possible. And I did have a look to see if there was a download of it, but the software I've got is so old, so I may have to buy new software. So the question is, do I buy new software? Do I get Streamlabs? Who knows? But there we go. Try not to think too much ahead at the moment. What I'm trying to do is just get some tasks done and use it as a way to practice. Right, so there we go. 17 seconds remaining on this buff. How far can I get? 7. What are you doing? Okay, buddy, out the way. Right, so 16 days. I need to have a clear out. That will maybe be at the weekend or something. So, right, let's start off. So, Alchemist gets Frostweed. Done. Other herbs go to Inscriptionist. Done. Blacksmith. Oh. I find this sometimes with TSM, is it gets stuck. And engineer. Bump. Done. Have I got any? I've only got 68 there. So inbox. Look at how much so much sumptuous fur. Let's take that one. So that should be enough for a bag. Can I make a bag? Draenor, you see, because I played this, I did this a bit at the time. Draenor, I'm at 100 on. So again, with these ones, I did really well. You can see I played Pandaria, Northrend. So this one's done pretty well because they're all pretty okay, except for Legion, and even on the Zandalari patterns, I'm doing quite well on. But let's just have a look. Can I make a bag? I haven't got any Sorcerer's Earth. See, there we go. That would be a problem. Oh, I have to go and buy some. I mean, they're 6 gold each at the moment, but I can just get my alchemist to make some. So let's just see. I haven't sent any to myself, have I? So, these are for disenchanting. No, I haven't. So there we go. I need to. There we go. Oh, enough for enough for 2 bags there. So just need to get some Sorcerer's Earth. Let's see. What have we got?
What do you need?
I do need to go and do some hunting on trapping on all my characters. There we go, that's that one done. This is my other tailor. See, this one, because it was an original character I played during the time, I managed to get it up and get all the get the shipyard and everything, so I don't have to work on that. See, this one is good history, but nothing for Legion, nothing for BFA. So. Oh, why am I doing that now? I do that at the end. Oh, idiot! Idiot! So what's good about this? Because if it's a slow run, if I start getting bored, even if I do several, it's not really... the end of the world. I think I'm going to go after this and try and get that mount. The fell... Oh, I'm trying to think what it is. It's the one that you get from Tanaan Jungle from handing in all the Apexis crystals. I'm going to get that on my main. I kind of want to do all the... I want to do gold making, obviously, but... because this is a little repetitive, I have enjoyed the last couple of days. So I found out about the llama was up, which is a rare drop from a world boss that only comes along every 6 months or so, or ever long, 6 weeks, I don't know. Don't quote me. So I was like, oh... Again, nice thing about having like so many level 120s is that I could just do it on all of them. And it dropped on the on my Demon Hunter, so on the 3rd character I tried. So I was well impressed with that because that's a kind of rare mount. So, and I got I get a bit of a buzz from getting the mounts. And then yesterday was feeling really good. I mean, we did it on stream. Got Bruce, which I think looks incredible. So I do want to try and be a little bit more regular at playing the game. Which is another reason why I'm sort of saying to myself, right, okay, 2 hours. If I then want to play it again, that's fine, but I'm not going to commit myself to that. I'm going to stream 6 hours today. Maybe in the future, who knows? Definitely when Shadowlands goes live, I am going to be streaming like crazy because I'm going to be playing the game. I normally block a bunch of time off my day job and just play it. I look forward to it. I mean, they always moan I never take holiday as it is, so I am going to be going crazy. Ba, 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 ba. 26. Oh, so many coffees. I'm just going to put another one on, which not only ups the speed, but resets the timer as well. I did this so much in Draenor. I had my my guild kind of fell apart in Warlords of Draenor. So after Cataclysm, we kind of decided we wanted to be on a higher pops server. So we were moving, and I've just got too many characters, and I don't like the idea of moving them because I'm really attached to their names. That's the writer in me. So I didn't want to move them. So I leveled up new characters for Draenor, but we did Alliance to be different. And to be fair, that was, I'm glad we did. It was something a bit different. What am I doing? Sending stuff. Yeah, it didn't work. So, friends still play. I wish we all played together, but I have to be honest, my schedule is such that finding time to raid is difficult. And so I kind of kept my horde characters and have been oh, it's gone again. I've been kind of soloing them, so I have been playing this as more of a solo game for. But it's good because I kind of spent the time. I set them up with they've each got their own guild. So in theory, wherefore art thou? There. I hate this. Is the one thing I hate about this. Right, so ton of fur. It's good. You really do get like a ridiculous amount of fur. So, let's have a look. See if we can make a bag. What am I looking at? Vanilla. So let's go to Draenor. So I sent some Sorcerer's Earth to myself, so I can make 2. The thing that I've yet, and this is the thing that kind of I really need to understand TSM, is that it's telling me that my crafting cost is 9,800. Now, there's an argument, and I understand it. I don't kind of calculate it really. Is that, you know, the time that you spend harvesting that fur is money, you know, because quote, goblin time is money. But I haven't had to spend any money in acquiring either the Hexweave Cloth or the Sorcerer's Earth. They're all kind of, I've generated those myself. So the crafting cost of 9,800 is bollocks, basically. So that should be just pure pretty much pure profit, other than time it's taken. Which, for the amount, I mean, look, it's just ridiculous. I've got nearly 2 stacks. So where are the bags? Where are the bags I just made? I'm being blind. I am being mighty blind. Oh, here we go. Here they are. So I've made a few. So they're selling there for 360. Market value is 500. At the moment, I'm not too worried because a lot of my characters, I need to have, as has been evidenced by trying to find the bag, I need to have a clear out of all my characters' inventories. Which means going in, looking at their personal banks, their reagent banks, and their guild banks, and kind of making sure that I haven't got, like, you know, half my reagents in one place. Kind of really, you know, because that's the one thing I've learned from WoW, is that all your characters, they get stuff that isn't useful to their professions, and you either sell it because it's no use to them, or you just dump it in a bank somewhere. Just go, I'll just dump that in the reagent bank for the moment because it might be useful. Whereas what it would be better is that, like, for example, I've got like Sorcerer's Air on here, Sorcerer's Earth on here, because quite simply, I've just seen something here, but I'll go with them. But yeah, having them, I've got them in on here because I'm using them for the bags. It's a, you know, I do need a little bit of a stock of them. But I have got, look, here we go. If you look, I was about to point at the screen, but if you scroll down to where it says inventory, I've got 6 on one character. They don't need them, I don't think. Damage, no, they don't need them. 120, yes, they do need them. Because they're making the bags. Demolisher's 3 doesn't need them. Harbinger's 9 doesn't need them. And then I have 980 in a guild vault, which is where they should be. They should all be in that guild vault, apart from like the 120 I've got as like a working kind of inventory. So I want to do that with everything. But yeah. But it's all self-sustaining, which I kind of love at the moment. And with the, we're gonna do something a little bit different now. What I kind of love about this is that it's pretty all passive. You know, I don't really have to do a lot. So, what was I going to do? That's it. I have got... So, let's have a look. What I have found is I have got... Let's close Battle for Azeroth. All these things. What I'm interested in is... Warlords of Draenor. Is the Apexis Crystals. 2,500 should give me 150,000, which should be enough to get the Vow. And I believe that some of the kind of world quests, if you like, not that they had world quests in Draenor, but give you 2,500 or 2,000 maybe. So that would be a good target to get another mount. I'm enjoying getting the mounts. So maybe that can be a goal of Shadowlands. Get loads of mounts. But let's start with the professions. Pleased with the work I've done. I could really do with some work on some of the others. When Shadowlands comes out, as I say, the priority is going to be Shadowlands profession leveling. But I'd like to get to the end of Shadowlands with all my characters being maxed on professions. But we will see. I don't even know where I need to go to Volspear or whatever it is to find out. And let's find the one that gives me the most Apexis crystals. This is one of my favourite mounts. It was the 15th anniversary Deathwing mount. So suited to this character. What have we got? 2,500. That would be enough. That would be enough, wouldn't it? Let me just double check. Yeah, I'd have one Apexis crystal left. Right, so we are doing that. Shadow Council. Okay. Right, here we go. Another new mount is coming my way. Oh, yeah. Kazakh gives you. Ba ba ba, yeah. A few extra Apexis crystals. Let's go and find some big things to kill. Hey, you look. Oh, I need a Spellforge cudgel. Let's get. These give a lot of XP. XP, like completion, sorry. I got Spellforge cudgel. Cudgel? Yeah, time to use the cudgel. Third of the way through. Oh, yeah. The new mount is. Got another cudgel. Sure if I got cudgels. No, I don't have cudgels. Oh no, they're called cudgels. It's alright. Dee dee dee, bam! Oh, inventory is full. Time to get out the mount. Oh, I can't be bossed. Oh, that was a cudgel. Excellent. Any bosses up? %. No, they're not up. Don't think they count anyway, but. I need to do more battle pets. I need to do more of everything, basically. Oh, done it. So hopefully... this now means... no, don't want that one, I want that one. Oh, I got to hand it in, fine. I was going to say, I'm still a little bit short. I hate... there's part of me that thinks, oh, I hate the fact that I am now doing a mount a day. Because this can't maintain this rate. Right. 150,000. Right, I'm pretty sure I can afford that now. And I can't remember which vendor it is, but we'll find out. I think. Great. No, I don't want. I would like to buy from you. There it is. Other things are there, so if it's not toy, see that one, that's 50,000. Maybe I can work on that one next, but anyway, I am gonna buy that. Ba ba ba. So, Reigns of the Corrupted Dreadwing. Took enough time, but there we go. Finally got it. Oh, why does it not fly? Does it not fly? Must do. What the hell happened here? There we go. Right. What the hell? Right. Better? Right, where am I gonna... Right. My keybinds for basically turning off my UI and managing my stream are vaguely identical. So there we go. I'm just now going to take a picture of it. There we go. For the Twitters. Just make sure the photo looks good. Looks better when the wing's up. Doing another picture. There we go. Let's have a look. Maybe it doesn't look so good against a green background. Let me try a little bit. It's all about the gram. There we go. That'll do. That'll do, pig, as they say. Right, so what am I going to do for my... old... An old, what were we going to say? What was it? All to drain of wad. I add it to my collection. I cannot Twitter. There we go. Not moo. And my collection. Hashtag Warcraft. Not Warzone. Probably. Great. Okay then, that's good. That's what I wanted to do there. Oh, there we go. Put the UI back on. Don't break the stream in the meantime. Right, and half back. I don't think I'll be using that mount a lot. I mean, it's would have been a good Legion mount actually, but it's not a Shadowlands one. I want some. Oh, I probably want skeletal things. Which one's the one with the skeletal horse? Let's get outside and check. Let's see if there's anything skeleton. So I've got, here we go. Black skeletal horse. The thing is that that's not bad, but I've seen it. I've had it for seen it there for 16 years. So I'm kind of like, what haven't I got? See, these are quite good, but you know, PvP don't do PvP. Oh, that's a Legion one. The white one's pretty. But again, I'm not. Anything dead? That's still unabated. You still get that? No, definitely not. Okay, so let's try Dread. Is it Dread? Obsidian Worldbreaker, I like that one, but the Dreadwake Party, that's not a bad. Well, it's more of a flying mount. Again, it's like 10 years old now. I'm also interested to see if there's ones where I'm like, oh, I should get that. So what have we got? I should maybe go through and kind of start doing these ones. Alabaster. This is the problem. It's like I've refused to pay 10,000 gold for a mount. That's pretty cool. That would be good for a paladin. 2,000. Oh, okay. Still not done glory. These are all ideas for. Still don't have ashes. Amount of times I've run that. I can now do pet battles though. One of the things I did recently. There is this. I don't know if you follow pet battles, but I haven't been. But again, it comes with the garrison. So there is a in the garrison you get like a. I'll show you. Over here, you get like a challenge of the day, and it kind of varies a lot, but it's basically the equivalent of once every 6 months, I would say 3 months, 6 months. So you only get it like 2 or 3 times a year. There is a boss that spawns here that, together with, in the calendar, the weekly thing being the pet battles, it results in that you can easily beat this character if you have a good setup, with only 2 I was going to say Pokemon of your battle pets. And you put the third one, there's a way you can put the third one in so they get XP. But they get so much XP that you can literally level them up in 2 goes. And I always miss, it's called Squirt Day, Super Squirt Day, because it's 2 events colliding that just kind of massively boost each other's XP. And you can level battle pets so quick. And I've never really done that much in the way of battle pets because it just takes forever. I get to like level 10 and then the battles start getting a little bit harder. And because I don't have like the flavour of the month or, you know, the good battle pets, it just makes it really hard. So this time when Super Squirt happened, probably about a month ago now, I called it really early on, like 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Normally I see the notification in Wowhead like at 10 o'clock at night and then the day's over. But I saw that it was live that day. So the last time it had happened, I had tried to get the 2 battle pets I need to make this work. And I hadn't done it in time, but I kind of had put a little bit of work into pretty much, I'd leveled up 1 nearly, and the other one I just got hold of but hadn't leveled up. So from having done all my characters, I knew that I had something that would level your character up to, one of your battle pets up to 25. So I used that on the other one, and maybe to take 25 to 23 or something like that. I can't remember. Excuse me. Either way, it meant that I could do this. And I then spent an evening basically powering up about 100 different battle pets to level 25. And basically the way that I approached this was I looked at every list that said, these are the battle pets that you need in order to do various battle pet dungeons, to do various tamers around the different worlds and all this. And I just went through and I was like, right, okay, even the ones where they said, oh, this one's not good at the moment, I leveled up those as well. I did like 100 different ones. So in theory, I should be able to whiz through all the battle pet content because I have got, whereas before I had like 3 or 4 at 25. Maybe that's a bit of an under exaggeration. It couldn't have been. I didn't have the achievement for 25 battle pets at level 25. That's how few I had. It was probably about 10, 12. And yeah, so I basically leveled up all these pets. So I've got all this battle pet content that I can now do. So that's good. And then what I think the plan is going to be is when it comes to sort of Super Squirt Day. Here are these I got. I've got 20. I need to start getting some of these, but I could do it now because I've got the stuff. Yeah, I'm just going to kind of gather them up, and then Super Squirt Day is just going to be like battle pets, battle pets, battle pets. I'd heard that you can add like a couple of thousand for selling level 25 battle pets, so that may be an option. I may look at doing something like that. Yeah, right. Let's get back to doing the dailies. So at least we got one new mount today. It's good. 3 days in a row I've got a new mount. So I'm really excited about that. Still don't have Invincible. I wanna do that. I wanna take like all my characters through Icecrown. That would be a fun thing to do. See, this is where I think alts are the future. But as I say, I don't tend to play alts until later towards the end of the expansion. Especially since I've kind of been solo playing a bit more. I have like a lot of the content. I haven't done a lot of the BFA dungeons. So what tends to happen is that that content doesn't get done until like the next expansion when I can solo it. And even then, when you're fresh level 60 or 120 or whatever level is the max level at the time, your gear is not as good as it's going to be in the sort of 0.2 patch. So I find with the expansions, what I tend to do is, you know, take my couple of weeks off work, go crazy on my main, level them up, dabble in a lot of the other new content, but not really be that organised, and then basically get bored, stop playing for a while, you know, other than just kind of checking in and just sort of doing a little bit here and there, and then kind of when the 8.2 patch comes around, probably about a year later, I'll kind of start saying, oh yeah, you know, really now the gear is worth getting. So then I've got to do all like the rep grinds and a lot of the post max level content, end game content. As I say, with Draenor, with Battle for Azeroth, I hadn't done even the war campaign, so I wasn't that keen on Battle for Azeroth, though, I have to be honest. That's one of the things that worries me about Shadowlands. And this isn't like a criticism of the game, this is more knowing how I tend to play the game. I like the idea of like a new map. I don't like it when it's kind of segregated like BFA was, where there was 2 islands. And in this one there's like 4 zones. And it just doesn't feel big enough to me. People say, oh, those zones are so big. I've seen the maps. I've seen people playing it. It doesn't look that big to me. And I expect that come sort of, you know, 9.2, we'll have a new zone. There'll be another area or something like that. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I sort of feel about it. Especially where the moor seems to be an area where yeah, it seems to be an area you can only be in for so long before kind of things come after you. and places like that, I find myself getting to a stage where I go, do you know, actually what I really want is to be like big enough big enough level that I can just kind of steamroller through there. Who knows? I think one of the definitely from as I say, I don't do a lot of dungeons because I don't like tanking in pugs at all. But with the gnome sequence editor, I thought I was going to say engine, but I knew that was wrong. New gnome sequence editor. I've accidentally, I was trying to queue up for Brewfest dungeon. I accidentally queued up for a for a BFA dungeon. I can just kind of one button press it. So what am I doing? So I am on this one because it's not as this is my jeweler. I gonna keep them their iron ore on this one. Jewel crafting is kind of very low down my list for the next expansion. This was unbelievable, if you believe it, my main during Burning Crusade. Me and another friend played, and he played a healer in the last in vanilla when we were doing it. So he said it was my turn to do. It was my turn to be a. Trying to do things and think of things at the same time. It's not working. Yeah, he'd said it was my turn to be a healer, so I did the priest. And I've never really got on with priest at all. I know some people who love it. I've kind of got a shadow priest one button set up now. It works a lot better. But yeah, so I don't want mining. Where am I with? Have I not got? I don't have mining on this character. How bizarre. Right, I need to do that now. Where do I get it from, though? I thought you would learn it there. I'm not going to basically go out on mine because doing it in the garrison should be enough. Over time. You know, obviously not like in one day. No, there you are. Let's do that. No, where do I learn mining then? I actually do have to go out in the world and do it. Oh, it's a barn work over there. Let's pick that while we're here. Well, no, I need more. I got. Oh yeah, I have. Trying to remember how you get mining. I thought it was like a drop. Doesn't seem to be. Right, the sound may go quiet while I do this because I'm not sure because I'm defocused, but Draenor mining. Okay, leveling guide. Okay, if it doesn't drop for you, the learn Draenor mining, make sure it isn't already in your bags or in your bank. Okay, let's have a look. Let's go somewhere. Right, bags. Shipyard order. Enchantment. I don't see it. Oh, what's that? No, outpost construction guide. What's that there? Secret Draenor. Apparently, I should have it. If I don't have it, I should have it in my bank. So let's go and have a look in my banks. Storage area is here. Okay, right. I've got some scrolls here. So, sealed research, sealed research, sealed research. Edge of the Horn. Right, nothing there. Let's do this methodically, otherwise I'll skip over it. That is just armor stuff, jewelry. These, I think, I don't know. Oh, kind of really old. Back to like really old times when it first started. Oh, I've got the second haunted memento. Right, I have got. I picked up the haunted memento. I have 2 of those things. I'm not tempted to sell them, but I wish they'd make it a toy because I'm always worried I'm going to kind of accidentally sell it. This old stuff, apparently that's worth... Region value is 98,000. I don't believe that. I can't see it there. Recipe. Right, so I can't see anything there. I'm not sure if they've got a guild bank. I don't believe they have. No, they don't have a guild bank. So, that is annoying. Not any quest is there for the garrison? No. Let's go and Let's see if we get. See, I'm just one button pushing it. No, I didn't get anything from that either. This is not good. Doesn't seem to be whoop it up, does it? I am going to have a look on Wowhead. It's the best thing to do. Let's have a look at the comments. Those are people saying that I'm fine with the problem with. Some people say it drops every time, and other people say they get. Oh, buy it off the auction house. Oh, okay, that might be an option. But it's binds when picked up. How can you buy it off the auction house? Interesting. Well, people are saying it's not dropping, so... Seems suspect. I mean, we looked here, didn't we? So that... doesn't seem to have been fixed. So yeah, looking at the comments, it appears that this doesn't seem to drop at the moment. So I'm gonna wait. It's not desperate. It's not affecting me getting ore. It's just completion. I'm gonna do this quest. I'll leave that. I'll add it tomorrow. Right, so that one. Time for the inscription. Now, inscription is supposed to be really good in this next expansion, so we will see. Don't know why that suddenly come up. Never had that come up before. Oh, I really need to clear out quests. That's something I also need to do. Add this to the list. I should write I need to write a list. That's what I'm going to do. Clear down bags. Clear out quests. I have to keep reminding myself that this time next week I'm not going to be in Shadowlands, but I am going to be having a lot more characters with garrisons. My plan is with these characters, because you can now level whichever expansion you like, I am going to be leveling with Draenor, which was originally and may still be the best expansion to do it in, although it's been heavily nerfed. But my reasoning isn't just that. It's because those early quests you need to go through to set up the you need to you know, set up the garrison. I get so easily distracted. That's one of the things I need to kind of work on. Oh, what's that? Yeah, one of the things I need to work on with streaming is when something happens that I don't kind of completely lose my chain of thought halfway through uttering a sentence. Did that? No. Right. Very envious these people who do everything, you know, kind of. I've got all the mounts in WoW, or I've done all the achievements in WoW, or, you know, I've leveled every battle pet to 25 and things like that. And to be quite honest, I don't know whether I like playing Warcraft, but there are some days when you just think, you know, I go through hot and cold periods. I just think of those. I think of those content creators who, you know, at the time they started creating, they were playing WoW for like hours every day and absolutely loved it. And then, you know, some change comes along that they don't like, or they get a bit bored of the game, or get a bit burnt out, and because it's now their career, that they have to play it. And, you know, they might try streaming other games that they're now into, but, you know, in order to be full-time, they have to play this game. Think about that sort of stuff quite a bit. Getting locked into anything. I mean, who knows? With my stream, I may play other games. I'm not gonna kind of say that I'm only ever doing Warcraft. In fact, I'm gonna kind of do a few writing streams and things like that. So vary it up a bit. We'll see. It's gonna be interesting couple of months. That's for sure. Everything that's going on. But by all means, if I'm doing anything, if you're watching this stream and you got any questions, I may not know the answer, but by all means, ask away. I'm really up for sharing anything that I know and admitting the stuff that I don't. Where's the bloody button? So I changed into the Sandstone Drake, and it's that one. Oh, I haven't got the room. Ah, right. That's another thing I absolutely love, is the fact that I don't need to rid of 410. Yeah, I don't need to have separate mounts. I love that it's account wide. Hey buddy, have I got any fur for you? No, I haven't. I so need to do a fur run tomorrow. Right, let's send stuff to people. I'm going to send, because look at all this stuff here. How many? 10 days, some of it. Okay, I need to do. Right, can I have that? Oh yeah, what? Messages come through. Right, I am. Let's load up inscription. No, it's that one. So I need to craft one of those. I can craft 8 of those. I'm at only level 28, although it only goes up to 100, so it's not so bad. Card of Omens. Light parchment. I've heard people say this is really good, Card of Omens. So, I need to start making a list. Oh! Wrong. I'm going to start making the list. Let's do this. Sorry that the music's gone. I've just obviously changed my focus on my computer. I am loading up my task manager, and I need to.
I don't know that.
And my Alexa has started to ask me questions. It's all going crazy here. So I need to text my friend. So cool. Just finishing a Twitch stream. Not that anybody's watched it, but there we go. It's all practice. So, mass create card of omens. What else I see? I need to do clear bags, clear reagent bank. I'm going to tidy this up a little bit later off stream. Clear reagent bank, clear guild banks. Then what else did I say? I needed to do complete quests. And also check capacity. So there we go. Cool. Right, there we go. I've done that one for the day. Let's just see if there's anything I can learn. See, you can buy those on the description or anything. Known, known, not known. Oh, two. Oh, two more, so I know that one. There's a few extra things. Is there any... See, these take like 100 wood, although there's profit in there, but Card of Omens is probably better. Cool. We will do that. Oh. Pausing 1 second. Okay. Okay, somebody tried to ring me, but now they're not. So there we go. Right, okay, so I've got max in there. I've got enough pigment, so right, fine. So that is stocked up. When you stock these up, apparently it's enough for 3 days. Again, I need to kind of work on a schedule so that every 3 days we just do that. Other days we just do the basic stuff. So that is that character done. Only thing I haven't done on some of these is the shipyard, but probably not going to get time to do that today. Might do that off stream later. So last character to do, and then we'll end the stream there for today. Oh, that was the other thing I needed. Swapping over. Farm for the barn. I'm gonna... Excellent. I don't know if that's something I... Oh, I first did that in 2014. 6 years ago. So there we go. There we go. Pardon me. gets to a stage where you get fed up with the music. This is one I could do prioritize with leveling up. This is my first warrior. This is my probably BFA character most. Yeah, I've played the most. He's a one-buttoner. Gonna need to change all that on Tuesday because all the talents are gonna change, which means that my gnome sequence editor is gonna be out of date. Right, so 2 of those and 1 of those. I need to kind of note all these content ideas as well because I'd like to do all the Legion Order Hall. Boom. Get the mounts. It's going to be a lot easier. It was a lot harder before because I was like, oh, I need to learn this class in order to play it. Now I can just go, right, just going to one button press it. So it's the other thing I notice, I don't know whether you notice, I get a little bit quieter and distracted as I get further along in the stream. So now I've come to about 2 hours, just over 2 hours. I can feel myself starting to flag a little bit. And this is the bizarre thing, because whilst the game itself is like absolutely no brain power whatsoever, I can feel like mentally, like conversation is now a bit of a challenge. So, maybe put another one of those on. Oh, I've missed one. I'll get it on the way out. Missed that one up there. So I'm going to do this one and then log off. Oh, for fuck's sake. It does this one. Whenever you get here, for some reason, when you click on it, it clicks on something up there and then starts dragging you around. Right, get that one on the way out. There we go. The other thing is I find Warcraft incredibly relaxing to play. I'm not quite at that same stage with streaming yet though. I like that in Warcraft I can just kind of zone out. Just, you know, no spoons for the day. I think there. Let's get rid of this stuff first. See, look at all that I've sent to myself over the last couple of weeks. Right, so again, it's the same shuffle. I'm going to keep this. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I'm very burpy at the moment. The ghost moose is going to be their mount for they need the same one that... that's annoying. Is that mining? Mining? Blacksmithing? Craft one of those. Up to 59 on that one. That's pretty good. So, right, I need to kind of buy maybe one of these then. Let's do a steel forge great axe then. That use less. No, 100. Maybe. Just seeing if any of these use less reagents. No. What am I saving up for these? Soul of the Forge. I don't even know what that is. Let's get it. Let's get it. One more. I've got. Let's get something a bit more traditional. That doesn't use a lot, so let's go. Didn't know that, did I? No. Oh, I've got enough to craft. Let's do it. Let's. So this apparently teaches you to summon. Oh, is it a pet? It's a pet. Oh. How much do those sell for then? If I make cage it. I didn't have one of those. Okay. Money making opportunity possibly. Right. Okay. I think that is everything done. I've got enough oil though to maybe do a few more. Shipyard to level 3. I don't like that. It's a little bit. Right, so let's go back to Harbinger. This is the other thing to do is I tend to rotate round with some tasks because by the time I've got to the other character it's enough times passed. I'll show you what I mean. The next bit's ready. Let's pick up that as well. I forget to pick that up because on like my main, it is so he's maxed out, so it's not really worth it. So I should use the trader to trade those in though to get more goods. Oh, another part of the daily shuffle, or the 3-day shuffle. Let's put that on the list. Shuffle. Garrison resources. Trader. Right, so what should have happened? I'm sure it was this one that we did. We should have done that over half an hour ago. So, what I should be able to do now, although I'll probably find I don't have any... Well, 130 may be enough for one, but... Yeah, so these ones we put on earlier are done now. Which means that if I've got ones that are... Let me just go out and go back in because... 67... 92... What does that give you? Sorcerer's Heir. Oh, too much. That's why it's shaded out. So these I can do. So I can only do the one, but you know, it chipped away at it. So there we go. That is today's stream. Which, as I say, there is. It's again, it's been kind of just doing resources, but as part of this, I have got quite a list of things that need to be done. I'm going to work those up into a task list, and then I'm going to see about doing things with the executive assistant. It's actually, I don't know whether you can link it outside, but that would be quite... Is there an export option? Task management. What's the file cabinet? It's a backup R, so there is an option. Okay, I'm going to investigate that. So put that to the list. I've got all these tasks to do, so yeah. See, the idea is that what I'm going to do is set it all up so that literally all the things I need to do are in a list here. But it needs a little bit of setup. So let's grab that. My 500 resources. And right, on that note, I am going to say goodbye. Thank you very much for tuning in. Another successful stream. 2.5 hours, which is pretty good. If you've got any comments, questions, anything, I need to kind of do up my Twitch page a little bit. So I will be doing that in due course. But in the meantime, thanks everybody, and I will see you all again, hopefully tomorrow. Goodbye.